Hello there! This is an astrology forecast for Sagittarius for August 2010. And this also applies if you have a Sagittarian ascendant. So my Saggies, this month is going to be very much about your career, your work, your finances and your creativity. So let's start with your career. We've got 3 planets in the house of career for much of this month. So this is going to be really a time for you to focus on your career, on your direction, on where you want to go, on whether maybe many of you, maybe just in the wrong field. Maybe you're not in the right field according to your talents. Or maybe you need to change the field you're in. Or maybe you need to communicate more clearly with your superiors as to which direction you want to go into. But this is certainly a time for shining a light on your career. With Venus there as well, this could bring somebody very favourable into your life who wants to help you with your career, who may even finance you with a project or help you financially get on your feet with something. That's the potential for this month. We've got the Sun in the 9th house. That's the Saggy house as well. So Saggies, this is a time maybe for planning travel, planning a trip. It's also a great time for publishing, for those of you who write, who are in the educational field. Great time for teaching, maybe for getting a teaching job or for going into the teaching field. It's a very spiritual place for you as well. You're going to be looking at expanding your spirituality, maybe reading, writing, finding other like-minded people on this healing level, on the vibrational level of your consciousness, lifting your consciousness. All these things will come into play this month. There's a lot happening with the planets in our world, as I think so many of you are aware of, and we're being shaken up. Well, we're being shaken up to a new level of consciousness, and the planets this month for you, Sag, are going to help you raise that level of consciousness. So really work with it and go with this energy, because it's a great vibration for you, and I think it could bring you a lot of pleasure and a lot of realizations, great aha moments. We've got planets in your house of friendship. Saturn is there too. So there could be endings to friendships for you. Friendships maybe that have just run their course. They've had a season and now it's time for them to be over. You need to move on to something new. As well, it could mean that maybe you move away from your friends or they move away from you, but some kind of a distancing and a separation from existing friends possibly. But also the good news is that with Venus and Mars there's some new friends coming in. Some new people, some new socialising, some new connections with your community, some good people coming in, some people who've got a lot of energy coming in, but people who are very fair and who are very helpful potentially coming into your life. So make sure you are out there, Saggies. I know many of you like being out there anyway, but be extra out there this month because it's going to be a good month for you for meeting up with people, and also for meeting important people connected with your career and also with your life path in general. Your finances, yep, Saggies, boy, you've got to keep a handle on your finances. Huge changes happening there. You must get yourselves out of debt. For those of you in debt, for those of you, if you could walk away from an investment and at least come out even and get rid of a debt, this will be the time to do it. Not a time to try and hang on and hope that things are going to turn around soon, because they're probably not going to turn around anytime soon according to the aspects. A lot of upheaval potentially for you in your home and your family area going on, and that probably is affecting your career and your earning capacity as well. So a great deal of change, but also for those of you that want to go into self-employment or maybe have an extra income on the side, this will be the time to look into it, the time to research it as well. Please don't forget that Mercury goes retrograde on the 20th of the month until the 11th of September. So try to get any legal work, any contracts, if you're going for a job interview, if you're signing a lease on a property or selling something that's really important, make sure 2 or 3 lawyers look over something if you go into the Mercury retrograde time. Anything that needs reflection, that needs research, that can be completed, then that's a great thing to do during the Mercury retrograde. Please make sure you back up your hard drive and all your important information before the retrograde, and try and get any important repairs done beforehand as well. Anything on your car or your computer or whatever it is, or your house, try and get it done first. So there you have it, Saggies, your money, your career, your friends, and a little bit on your creativity there. and your spiritual awakening. So a lot happening, Saggies. Thank you so much to so many of you who've sent in your one question for $25 that I respond to in an email of up to 150 words. There's all kinds of questions you might want to ask. You could ask something like, maybe, I've always enjoyed singing and the arts. Will I ever make it as a successful career? You might say, I don't know whether to leave my marriage or whether to have an affair and stay in my marriage. What do my aspects show? There are all kinds of questions you can ask. Please don't think any question is too silly or too impossible for me to endeavour to answer for you. Here's my website. Please don't hesitate to get in touch. Keep the questions coming, and also for those of you that might want a more in-depth reading, you might have a half hour or an hour's reading, just drop me an email and get in touch. Thank you for listening, and I wish you a great month. Bye for now.